Disclaimer: this podcast is only for informational purposes and not intended to be substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician with any questions that you may have regarding a medical condition and never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it. Hello everyone, welcome to my podcast, Dr. Lavi's Cup of Coffee. I am Lavi, a fourth year medical student and your host for this podcast. Today's episode, titled In the Bird's World, is a recall episode for all the final year students, interns, as well as the MBBS passed out graduates. A pretty straightforward topic and a very easy topic, but can be challenging at some point of time. Let's get started. A 50-year-old man presents to his physician complaining of problems of swallowing for past several months. He also had been facing difficulty swallowing solid foods, but recently he also started facing difficulty ingesting liquids. He often has chest discomfort after eating and occasionally regurgitates bits of undigested food. His physical examination was unremarkable. High resolution manometry revealed massive, simultaneous high pressure contractions of the distal esophagus. Barium swallow was also done, which showed marked dilatation and distal narrowing, and a characteristic appearance, which you can visualize in the pic I have uploaded on my Insta and FB page of Dr. Lavi's Cup of Coffee. Pause the video, check out the image, make the diagnosis, and carry on with the further discussion. So, what do you think is the most likely diagnosis of the above case? Quite easy. It's achlasia cardia, an esophageal motility disorder which is characterized by the inability of the lower esophageal sphincter to relax. Can you guys correlate achlasia cardia with any of the tropical infections that you might have read in microbiology? Yes, the Chagas disease, caused by parasite Trypanosoma cruzi. Can you name its vector? The redovid bug. And this correlation is most commonly seen in Central and South America. So, what's the pathophysiology behind this condition? It is an idiopathic motility disorder, right? And it is caused by impaired relaxation of the lower esophageal sphincter, and there is loss of the smooth muscle peristalsis and a high integrated relaxation pressure, usually more than 35 mm of mercury. It is also thought that nitric oxide producing inhibitory neurons are also lost in the myenteric plexus, which leads to the above clinical picture. What clinical features do you find in a patient of achlasia cardia? It's chest pain which mimics MI, progressive dysphagia more for liquids than solids, regurgitation of food, complaints of recurrent pneumonia leading to the abscess formation in lung, putrefying breath also called the halitosis, weight loss, and odynophagia. So what's the basic difference between odynophagia and dysphagia? Odynophagia is basically painful swallowing and dysphagia is difficult swallowing. So what's the gold standard test to confirm the achlasia cardia? It's the esophageal manometry, which shows the high lower esophageal sphincter pressure. What's the famous named sign for achlasia cardia for radiological investigations? It's the bird beak appearance, which can be seen on barium swallow, occurs due to smooth narrowing of the lower esophagus. What other investigations can you order for this patient? ECG to rule out the cardiac causes of chest pain, chest X-ray for recurrent pneumonia, and esophagoscopy to rule out esophageal carcinoma. Okay, so can you guys guess that achlasia cardia predisposes to which of the malignancy? It leads to increased risk of esophageal squamous cell carcinoma. Okay, give me some differential diagnosis for this condition. It's diffuse esophageal spasm, nutcracker esophagus, hypertensive lower esophageal sphincter, carcinoma esophagus, strictures, and scleroderma. Okay, people, what are the various treatment modalities for achlasia cardia? It's surgical mainly. The modified Heller's cardiomyotomy with the Toppets and the Doer's fundoplication done through the laparoscopic and robotic assisted laparoscopic approach. Where is fundoplication primarily done? Is the GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. Other treatment options include POEM, per oral endoscopic myotomy. Other treatment options like forcible dilatation have also been tried, which includes Plummer's pneumatic dilatation and Negus hydrostatic balloon dilatation. Medical management have also been tried, like botulinum toxin, nitroglycerin, nifedipine, and many more. Okay, that's all for achlasia cardia. Hope all this made sense and I kicked up your hippocampus to recall back your old memories of achlasia. Small but very important topic for NEET, NEXT, and even INS set and USMLE. If you really like this episode or have some queries regarding today's episode, and you can reach me out on my Insta and FB page, Dr. Lavi's Cup of Coffee, or even comment on the question answer section on Spotify, YouTube, or whatever app you are tuning in. Goodbye and happy learning.